Hello, I'm Colby Curtis, and thank you for joining me for Minutes in a Minute for both 11/17 and 12/1 of 2015. Bear with me, I'm just going to cover the policy sessions to try to keep it pretty brief. The City Council convened as the Board of Canvassers to go over the election results. Those who have been elected are Stephanie Grecius, Ben Reeves, and myself, Colby Curtis, and we will all be serving 4-year terms on the City Council. And the City Council approved those results unanimously. So with this one, many council members wanted to buffer between current residents and the proposed development, but couldn't agree on the specifics. So the rezone was denied 4-1, with Councilmember Burnham voting against denying it. Item 14, Heatherwood. The gist of this change was that they needed to adjust to remove units to allow for a future church site. That passed unanimously. This development wanted to add an additional unit, so the motion was made that they could add the unit, but they had to pay a park fee in lieu because of an additional unit they've added. Item 16 was another ordinance to create a Sweetwater Industrial Overlay Zone. What this would do is create reduced standards for industrial around the water treatment plant south of the city to make it easier to attract more industrial businesses to the area. Item 17 was a franchise agreement with Wave, and that's a new fiber internet company coming to Eagle Mountain. This basically put them on the same standard as Direct Communications, and this passed unanimously. Number 18, Upper Hidden Valley, which is a master development agreement, and it has several owners, including Sitla. This was unanimously tabled in order for the council to get further information. The cemetery board looked at wrought iron and rock, but chose stone for longevity of the monument. Multiple council members thought the monument was too expensive and were under the understanding that the entire cemetery would be fenced. So a motion was made to award the bid for the entry, but limiting it to $40,000. That passed 3-2 with council members Bradley and Steinkop voting no. Now on to December 1st. Now, this was tabled 5-0 pending a traffic study, as the council was concerned about where the traffic would go in that new development. The gist of this item is that previously the City Council approved an agreement with Lewis & Young for an impact fee analysis, and as a result of that analysis, the city will be updating its impact fees for the North Service Area and South Service Area. This was approved unanimously, and what that means is that now there will be a 90-day grace period on assessing that impact fee, so anything after 90 days from now will then start paying the higher impact fees. Now, previously, the Special Events Committee has been paying off these bleachers that were purchased from Wasatch County, and with the utility cell money, the city thought it was appropriate to pay off the remainder of those bleachers. That motion passed 3-2 with council members Bradley and Ireland voting against it. 21, which is a reimbursement between Eagle Mountain and Silver Lake Land LLC for an Evans Ranch sewer line extension system improvement that they made. That is roughly $28,000 that they will be reimbursed, and it passed unanimously. On to 22, which is another agreement for reimbursement between Eagle Mountain and Eagle 12 LLC. That was also approved unanimously, and that's about $39,000. The Upper Hidden Valley MDA, having been tabled the previous week, came back up. The City Council wants to hold the developers to only being able to transfer 10% of the density from one pod to another in the development, and saying that it can only be from one pod to an adjacent pod. This passed 4-1 with Councilmember Bradley voting no. The Second Amendment to the Pole Canyon Annexation and Master Development Agreement proposed two different things. One would be that the required regional park facility would be replaced with the developer dedicating 100 acres of their land for use as a regional Boy Scout camp. The second thing had to do with the White Hills Water Company transition agreement. This passed unanimously, but also stated that public access would be required so that Eagle Mountain residents could make use of the Boy Scout camp in some form.